Don't be acting so appalled. All your girl let it put so much into tonight, and you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, gun, bring your downstairs.
I left something in the house.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, God power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe, so you gon' see.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolute.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Strong. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Strong. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Strong again. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Folk's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of...
He's got a man, complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Left side, Cook. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. To the air, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
He'll find Parker again, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
The Patriots at 4-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Corral. And that is incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
Off the play fake. Here's Corral.
Steps away to his left, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Strong to begin the drive.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Kaiir Elam, he was the one that broke through quickly on that play and got him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Corral looking to throw.
Flushed out, in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
3rd and long. Corral. Here's a screen play. This is strong.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Crowder now to return. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen.
They'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Corral. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Corral with it on 1st down. targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On first down, Corral.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. And he gets this to Thornton. Down inside the 10.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bills' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to Strong.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Strong.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Pierre Strong, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
These two AFC East rivals, Buffalo and New England, well, the Bills, they've kind of flipped the script the last few years in this series. The Patriots owned the division for so long, won 16 times in 17 years. But it's the Bills who have captured the title the last 2 years, and they crushed the Pats in the wild card round last year, you might remember, in Buffalo, 47-17.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, Using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Corral, and this one's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they stick with Singletary.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Off play action. Here's Corral.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Give up the middle to Strong. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Corral. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it's Crowder. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. So he picks it in one end zone, brings it all the way down inside the red zone.
And he took a gamble, didn't he, Brandon? I mean, he intercepted that in the end zone. Could have taken a knee there. They get the ball in their own 20. Great job taking the ball away. But he takes that chance, brings it out, and boy, what a conversion that turned out to be.
They'll run with Strong. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Straight ahead is Strong. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Here's Corral. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
The Folks kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 16 more on that one and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now, and they want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
going to go on 4th down. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Cook again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
This will be caught at about the 5. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Here's Corral.
This complete left side to Aguilar. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Corral. This one swung outside to Strong. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
Second and 10. Corral here working from the gun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
On 3rd down, Corral. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Buffalo, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going